Good morning, class 12th. Hope you are fit and fine and hale and hearty. Children, right now it's a critical time. And we are the survivors of this pandemic. We should not lose hope and hope for the best. But in the meantime, we should not leave everything. We should focus towards our career. Because we are getting time to ponder. So children, again, I'm reminding you that please take your career seriously. Children, today I am going to discuss with you an English poem of your English book, and the poem's name is Keeping Quiet. Before I move further with the explanation of the poem, let me ask you, what is the importance of keeping quiet according to you? Generally, children, I also ask you in the class, keep quiet, and I get a good response when all of you are quiet. And I hope so. Okay, so please answer me back. What is the importance of keeping quiet? If I ask you to shut your mouth for a while, what will happen if your eyes are also closed? I think you will start thinking and imagining. And the first thought which will strike your brain would be about the nearest past. And later on, a chain will get created of the thoughts. It is a natural thing, children, and then our thoughts may take us to anywhere. But in this poem, quietness is considered in a cosmopolitan way. So let's move further. Let's me first tell you about the poet Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda, born in the year 1904 and he died in the year 1973. It was the pen name and later legal name of this famous Chilean poet, diplomat and politician. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1971. He wrote in green ink. Do you recognize green ink? Generally, sometimes it is also visible in your notebooks. Yes, I'm talking about the green ink which is used by principals of school. But if I talk with the perspective of tricolor, our national flag, what does green symbolize? I think wellness, growth, prosperity, happiness. So according to Pablo Neruda, it was a personal symbol for desire and hope. His writings are simple, wherein lies their beauty. Children, originally this poem was written in Spanish. The essence of this poem is based on introspection and retrospection. Introspection means looking inside yourselves, and retrospection means thinking about the past. The poet feels that some soul searching is needed for us to be at peace with ourselves and others. Soul searching, you understand, children? Introspection. Let me give you the introduction to this lesson, or exactly the poem. The poem Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda, discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. He stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human beings, animals, and environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. If I talk about the rhyme scheme of the poem, I think you understand rhyme scheme. So this poem is written in free verse. It means this poem does not follow any particular rhyme scheme. It is written in free verse by the poet. I think this picture rightly explains the importance of keeping quiet. Zipping your mouth also means the same thing. Now, let's discuss about the summary of this poem. Keeping Quiet is a peace poem written by the Chilean poet Pablo Neruda. The poet asks humanity to count numbers from 1 to 12, 12 being the number of hours shown in a clock or the number of zodiac signs. He requests everyone not to speak because language creates barriers between people. Children, if you move on to another country and unfortunately if you don't know the language of that country, I think you won't be able to communicate. So what's the method left to exchange your ideas or thoughts? I think gestures and postures. So language creates barriers because around the world various languages are spoken. The moment when everyone stops moving their body will be very special and different, as we have never experienced such a moment before. The poet says that in this period of inactivity, the fishermen would not harm the whales. The salt gatherers will not hurt their hands. Those who are busy destroying the nature will adopt a new approach towards life. The men who are preparing for wars and victory based on deaths of innocent people will join their enemy and stand in unity with them, doing nothing. No one will harm himself or any other person. Everyone will unite and ponder upon his acts and realize the results of his deeds. The poet clarifies his idea and says further that he does not want that people should stand idle. Idle means without any job or work. He warns that there should be no war because he does not want to see trucks laden with dead bodies of the soldiers. He is promoting universal brotherhood and peace. Picture of a lady having an earthen lamp in her hand symbolizes a ray of hope which is illuminating in our brains and heart And what's the hope? That is universal brotherhood. No wars, nothing. Everywhere there is peace and harmony. When the people will remain quiet for a while, they will realize the purpose of their lives. Just like all the creations of nature undergo a rebirth with a change of seasons. Similarly, keeping quiet will be a rebirth for the human soul. It will give a new meaning to our life. Again, the poet says that he will count till 12 and asks everyone to remain quiet while he leaves. So children, that's all in this part of the video. Rest part or the explanation of the poem is continued in next video.